y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to work on a Crockpot video. This is a Parmesan chicken recipe like you've seen with the wing sauce, but instead of pasta it's going to be potatoes. So what you need to do is you need to cut your potatoes into chunks. Then that's what I did here. I'm trying not to move because I don't want any of them to fall. You're supposed to use yellow potatoes for this, and I did have some yellow, but I had to finish it out with red because that's all I have left. So that's what I did. Also, I am going to add about, I think this was 3 chicken breasts, and they're still frozen. I just kind of defrosted them just a little bit, and I just chopped them into like bite-sized pieces. They don't have to be exact or anything. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. That way I don't have to do it later. And I didn't want to shred it or anything like that. I wanted more of a bite to it than stringy chicken. Okay, so I'm going to pour all this in. You don't have to. You can do half. And then I'm just going to put just a tad bit of water in it so that I can get all of the sauce out. And then all we have to do is add some spices and we are ready to get started. So I'm going to salt and pepper to taste. And this sauce is spicy, so you can keep that in mind if you've never used it before. All right, so I'm going to put in the garlic powder that's called for, and I'm not putting any garlic cloves in. You can. You'll need 2 minced if you do. So that's roughly 2 teaspoons. But all I'm going to do is just put an extra teaspoon of garlic powder. And we need 2 teaspoons of paprika. 1 and 2. Okay. And where'd my parsley go? And then just a little bit of parsley, about a teaspoon. Okay, so this needs to cook for 4 hours on high or 6 on low. We will have to add cheese towards the end, right before we serve, but I'm going to come back to you then. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this cook. When it comes time to put the cheese on, I'm going to stir it really, really good first. Then we're going to put the cheese on, let it melt, and then finish out the video. Okay, I'll see you back here this afternoon. Okay, y'all, so change of plans. I'm a little bit aggravated right now. My potatoes still, after about 6 hours of cooking, were not done. So I took my casserole dish that's oven safe, shoved everything in there, cooked it for a good 30 to 45 minutes. The potatoes are now tender. I decided at the last minute to add some peas and then I had a little bit of peas and carrots, so I just put all that in there. And those were frozen. You don't have to cook those. For those that don't understand, you can put them frozen straight from the freezer in here, and then they'll cook because it just only takes a few minutes. So while they're just about cooked, not completely, I'm gonna go ahead and add our mozzarella. You're gonna need about, I want to say it was a half a cup. So I'm just gonna put this on here. And the vegetables I added myself. You do not have to do that. So I'm just gonna stick this back in the oven for another few minutes and I'll be ready to serve. Sometimes I have to do that. I don't know if it's my crock pot is loose in efficiency or I don't know what the deal is. But I didn't cook it on high to start with, and I probably should have. I did low, and it just, to me, wasn't tender enough. So I'm gonna stick this back in the oven, let it melt, and then I will be right back with you. Okay, y'all. So the mozzarella has melted and everything's good and ready to go. Like I said, I just added just a little bit of color with the peas and carrots. You do not have to do that. But I'm ready to serve this. And the boys are getting anxious because they're starving and they say it smells good, so we're gonna put this on the table and get started. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna make Thanksgiving in a bowl. So it's basically chicken, cream of chicken, a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of broth, and then some stovetop. So you're gonna need 4 chicken breasts. I just put them in frozen. You're gonna need half a cup of sour cream, and we're gonna just throw this all in together. Okay, hopefully that'll be enough. Just eyeballing it, but you can measure it. It's fine. Whole can of cream of chicken soup. Third of a cup of chicken broth. What else do we need? Get this off here. You're gonna also put in just a little bit of some ranch seasoning just to give it a little bit of seasoning. Let me get a spoon for that. I'm gonna put in like a teaspoon, which is less than what a packet contains. So you need to be aware of that. And the last thing that we're going to put on here is some chicken flavored stovetop. I just got the Great Value brand. You're only going to need 1 box. So that's it. We are going to cook this on low for 4 to 5 hours or until everything is done. So I'll see you back here this afternoon. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. I probably should have stirred this in a little bit more before I put it on the plate, but I didn't want to harm it at all before you got to see it. I just paired it with the green beans, and I do have some canned cranberry sauce that some of my family members are going to want to put on this. But it's just a way for us to have a little bit of Thanksgiving in the middle of the summer. And I thought June would probably be perfect time for that. It's far enough away from Christmas and Easter and all that, and I'm hoping it'll become a staple because it was real simple and real easy. And I don't know, I'd kind of like to have it a couple times a year, not just on the holidays. Okay, make sure y'all like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.